WrestlePalooza. Seems like everybody that watched it feels like they are the loser, especially those that forked out the $30 just to get the chance to watch this ESPN debut. I guess I might be like just the last person to make a video on this, and that's okay. Why not be the last? Let's save the best for last, right? Let's look at what happened between John Cena and Brock Lesnar, right? I almost said Batista. All right. You know, if I was in charge, this is how I would have liked to have booked this match, right? Because I noticed that the way that they were trying to do it was more along the lines of like a ESPN type tail of the tape, and they did the introductions as grandiose and as sporty as they could have, which is cool. I think what should have happened was a better build up to the match, and the way that I would have loved that this match would have happened, instead of it being just Cena versus Brock Lesnar that we've seen, before. It should have really been either heel Cena versus heel Brock Lesnar, or heel Cena versus face or anti-hero Brock Lesnar. That would have been a much more interesting dynamic to see. How would heel Cena, if they hadn't, turned him face willy-nilly, like just, decided to one night turn him face and then face Cody Rhodes, and now on this semi underwhelming redemption arc, it would have been so interesting to see Brock Lesnar out of his element trying to be a face character while or a heel, and Cena being a heel, and what type of match that could have led to, because they could have easily turned that into a classic. These two men trying to outdo each other. Cena, referencing a lot of the blood that and how badly he got beaten by Brock Lesnar, vowing to make sure that this time things will be different. Seeing a whole different side of the ruthless aggression side of Cena. Imagine where that story could have gone if they had given it. Like, it's not even the idea of a story like that. It's more on the idea of giving the chance for something like that to like breathe, like have the chance for story to like build momentum and allow the fans to become invested. Because a part of what's going wrong with WWE now, they're packing too many PLEs between intervals, so there's not enough time for the fans to get invested in whatever is happening. So you're losing the connection with the fans. You're doing too much too quickly. The moments that could be created, it's not even the big things that make those small moments that people remember. It's the little things, it's the little interactions, it's the little time that may not be the whole grandiose thing that will maybe make it into the highlight reel. It's the little thing, the little interaction between the guys who'll be fighting. But how they built up the match, it was what? Cena did one promo, Brock with Ron Cena, R-Truth. Even that whole R-Truth thing, that deserves a video onto itself. But, I guess this is the era we have now, man. This instant noodle wrestling. That's 3 minutes, and then we're gonna get however it comes. So, this is an indication of where we're gonna be in the next couple of months. More ads and a lot more. Maybe trying to fit even more stuff into shorter windows. This could be either a very bad lull for WWE coming up right now, going into 2026, or it could be the beginning of the end for what we know WWE to be. But yeah, that's how I'd have booked it. It would have been a much more interesting fight to see Cena versus Brock Lesnar as a heel versus heel, or a Brock Lesnar face versus Cena heel. And I would love if we had gotten more time to kind of build it up and, actually see these different sides of the characters. How would, or maybe even a heel Brock Lesnar, or a face Brock Lesnar could could be what, start showing the cracks in the facade of what Cena's heel would have become by this time, because he had finally, you know near the end there, Cena had finally gotten into the showmanship of being a heel, and not just, cursing the crowd out or making kids cry. He had actually become more in tune with what a heel, or what his version of the heel should or could become. Like with the whole, posing in the ring, doing the bows, and the having the announcer, say his name, and doing the whole gesturing to the crowd. He was finally honing that space, and if they had allowed it to just build more, even if Cody Rhodes hadn't been the one that he had fought then, just building, making the fans become more desperate, saying, is he really gonna take the championship away? Imagine the storyline that could have been built out, like to have Brock come back not as a heel, not necessarily, well, could be a face, but maybe not necessarily a face. There's a different version of, him who will try to, show John Cena the light. It would have been interesting to see that. Okay, done yapping, done yapping. Maybe a video on Ron Cena and the absolute train wreck that we've kind of emerged upon with him now.